Charlie Cushane here to do another modification to my 2001 Ford F350. Now, this has 194,000 miles on it, and the exhaust I put in 8 years ago has 120,000 miles on it, which is amazing. It's a 4-inch flow-through exhaust I had installed, and there's a small hole in it, in one of the little pieces of the tailpipe. So we're going to try to do an easy and quick fix to plug the hole and see how it works out. So let's go take a look. Here's the exhaust on the back passenger side quarter panel, and it's the piece of pipe at the very end. The pipe comes, takes a turn, and it's right on the curve that has a little pinhole leak. And I'm going to try this JB Weld Extreme Heat. It is made exactly for the situation, for any holes in tailpipes or mufflers or engine blocks or other things. But it's extreme heat. It's good for high temperatures, and I know my exhaust from my EGT gauge only gets about 500-600 degrees. So this way back here is even less. So I know this will work great, but I want to see how it does plug in a hole. And it's on a curve, so I can't use a clamp or something else. So let's go take a look at it. Okay, here we are under the truck, and you'll see here's the exhaust pipe where it makes this turn to go out from under the truck. There is a spot right here, has a little hole. The rest of the pipe, solid as a rock. But right there has a little hole, and there's some other rust here that I'm going to try wire brushing and see how bad this section is. So let me start wire brushing it. I have a wire brush that's on my drill, and I am wearing safety glasses, so let's try it out. There we have it. The hole's a little bigger. So now we gotta mix the JB Weld and smooth it on that whole area. So let's start doing that. Okay, you don't get a lot of this. It's only 3 ounces, but I don't think you need a lot. So it says take the cover off. It's like, it definitely needs mixing. Well, I'll keep mixing this until I feel it's solidified or getting more uniform. Okay, I aggressively mixed it for like 10 minutes. As you can see, it's not really runny or drippy, so we'll start smearing this on. And as you can see, I'm just using a simple plastic spoon. I'm making sure I push it in that hole. I'm not exactly sure what the thickness should be. But I'm putting it on this whole area. And normally I wouldn't do this, but the rest of the pipe is perfect. So it didn't seem like I needed to replace everything. I'm just spreading it on. Some stripping. It says you can do multiple coats, but I am definitely pushing it in. That one area. All right, I'm gonna let that set up, and then maybe I'll take a little more of this. I'll take a little more and put it on right over that one area. So let's let that dry for, they say 2 to 4 hours to set up, depending on temperature and humidity. So that's my plan. Let that sort of set up, and then I'll put a little more over top of it. Okay, I waited 4 hours. And this is really hard to the touch. So it is drying. I'm going to put a second coat over the critical area. I have a little bit left in my container. I stirred it up good. I figure it can't hurt. Just spreading it on here. That's it. All right. Now we let it dry. And I'm going to drive all the way to Florida with this, which is 1,500 miles. And when I get there, I'm going to come back under here with you and take a look and see how it's performed. So stay tuned. And yes, in case you're wondering, I am under the truck here with my safety glasses on and my safety light, my headlight. Here we go. So this is how I'm doing my project today. Okay, here we are back under the truck after about a 2,000 mile trip all the way to Florida and then some. And amazingly, this is held up. There is no holes through it. However, it looks like it got a little bubbly, but nothing like popped, and none of these are hollow. I can't poke my hole through it. So it feels like it's solid as a rock and not coming off. So all I could say is 2 thumbs up. This is a huge success. I would recommend you try this.